can't change the future, Ollie. Past teaches us you might as well not bother trying to.
Why don't you stop being my baby sister?
No, I never did. I just grew up a little bit. Now, can we please get off this mountain?
Yeah.
Arrow is coming to an end. After all the highest highs,
I wanted to! And I liked it!
and all the lowest lows, the show is finally being put to rest. So far, it's been a pretty sweet ending. The short time frame of 10 episodes this season has allowed the show to have more of a focus. Without the time for all the side plots and characters, we got to spend more time with Oliver and his impact on those around him. And finally, Crisis arrived.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
To be honest, his death was sort of botched up with all the revival and Spectre stuff, but the themes behind his death were strong. Ollie made his sacrifice, creating a new Arrowverse for the future. But that's not what I want to talk about. Everyone's going on about Crisis and these amazing cameos in the new multiverse and, oh look, it's Ezra Miller. If you want to hear any more of that talk, I don't know, go watch a Pagey video or something.
What's up, it's me Paigey here once again with another video on Arrow.
I could go on and on about what works in this show, the ensemble together, the fight choreography, the intricate plots of some of the seasons, and yes, the goddamn beautiful crossovers. But I want to look at something specific to celebrate the end of the show. Something that other superhero movies and TV shows don't commonly have. Something that's been pretty unique to Arrow throughout its 8 seasons.
Oliver, did you hear that?
Hey, sis.
I knew it. I knew you were alive. I missed you so much.
You were with me the whole time.
For some odd reason, it's strangely common for superheroes to be single children. Bruce Wayne, Clark Kent, Peter Parker, Captain America. We never really get to see the toll being a superhero takes on an innocent sibling. But not the Green Arrow. For good or bad, the Green Arrow and his adventures have almost always been defined by the people around him. Speedy, the Canaries, Diggle, his dead dad. And at least when the show started, I don't think anyone showed off that nature of Oliver stronger than Thea. Oliver has always been the guy with all the secrets. He hid everything from everyone, even those closest to him. Almost all internal conflicts within the team came from that idea. And nothing exemplifies that more than his relationship with Thea.
That's not what you did. You went overboard with a series of techniques designed to do one thing. Cripple!
Oliver?
And every season we get to see her react to the distance Oliver puts between them, and she either breaks down about how he misses him or lashes out about his negligence. However, the interesting thing in their relationship across all these seasons is that we get to see Thea mature when dealing with Oliver. At the age of 17, she's full of resent for him. But by the time she's 25, she's come to accept Oliver's attitude and dedication to being this hero to the multiverse. Enough chit-chat though, let's see it in action. Season 1 has always been looked at as one of the best times for the show, and Oliver and Thea's relationship embodies that level of quality. It's the story of a man who wasn't able to be there for too long, and thus had to suffer by seeing his sisters surf with the wrong crowd. The pilot does an excellent job of stressing that distance caused by Oliver's 5-year vacation, but that's not the only arrow in Season 1's quiver. After things sort of cooled down, we continue to get some great moments between the two of them. Oliver, like Batman, gives so many faces to so many different people. However, even amongst his family, he seems the most natural and like himself when he interacts with Thea.
Going to sleep either?
No. What are you watching?
Peter Declan. The guy who killed his wife.
So let's forward a bit after Season 1 to one of my favorite episodes on this show. During The Return, shortly after Oliver revealed his secret to Thea, the two of them are sent by Malcolm Merlyn to Lian Yu, to train for the upcoming crisis with Ra's al Ghul. Malcolm releases Deathstroke and the two have to beat his ass to escape. Even from first look, it's a badass episode. Lian Yu, Deathstroke, fun prison hijinks. But the episode's super strong character-wise as well. Thea realizes she killed Sarah, but she's still able to overcome her pseudo-bloodlust and not become the monster that Malcolm wants her to be. Oliver finally confides fully in Thea about everything going on with Malcolm. And beyond all that, this episode probably has the best flashbacks ever. The concept of Oliver having to go visit his home while still in Argus custody during the 5-year time period is just excruciating and brilliant. Above everything, we get to see that Oliver indeed knows the full amount of damage he did as a capuchon for 5 years. And him bringing Thea into his life, I think to him, serve as a way to mend his past mistakes with her. To be honest, as the show went on, the relationship between Oliver and Thea was never at the forefront. We got some amazing moments, sure, like with William and hiding Oliver's kid, the whole Thea dying and coming back, Thea being Ollie's chief of staff, her going to the coma and then coming back, Roy. And that's fine. We knew that they still cared for each other. They were brothers and sisters, in it together. So then let's talk about the end. Due to scheduling conflicts, Willa Holland was able to return only for one episode this season. But goddamn, it's probably my favorite episode. The premise of the episode is pretty simple. Oliver is going around doing missions for the Monitor, but to learn more about the guy, he's got to go on this Indiana Jones tomb raid to get some more info on Nanda Parbat. He runs into Speedy and tells her that at the end of Crisis, he's gonna die. Now let's play a little game. What would you do if you're a CW character and your brother is gonna die? Option A, start crying about how you'll miss it. Option B, lash out in anger about his negligence. Or option C, both at the same time. You've got 30 seconds. Guys, come on, the answer is none of them.
And?
Take as much time as you need to be upset.
After 8 years of facing death straight in the eye, Thea seems to almost be at peace with Oliver's sacrifice, knowing that he will always do what's for the greater good. Almost all the other characters did react with A, B, or C, but not Thea. She still loved her brother, but she was prepared for what was to come. I would go into detail about the adventures they have together throughout the episode. They have a charming chemistry and they have a touching rock ledge conversation, but honestly, you just gotta watch it for yourself. But I just want to leave you with their final goodbye moments.
I can't believe I'm saying goodbye to you again.
Well, you're not. Think of it as I'll see you later. One of us is gonna have to let go first.
Same time?
No hosing this time?
Felicity gave it to William.
I'm gonna miss you. Every day I miss you.
Goodbye, Speedy.
Bye, Ollie.
The main reason I think the Queen siblings work on this show is because unlike some of the other relationships, they seem like genuine siblings. Yes, the stakes of their lives are unrealistic and they're vigilantes in this superhero world, but every time Willa Holland and Stephen Amell are on screen together, I fully buy that these two care for each other the way that siblings do. It's not quite hell for 5 years, but I left for college and I seem to never get enough time to spend these days with my own sister. So as someone who can relate to that experience, I will always find their relationship extremely moving. So thank you, Arrow writers and production staff. Thank you, Willa Holland. And god damn it, thank you, Stephen Amell. You know, since middle school, through all of its ups and downs, Arrow has probably been my favorite thing on television. I can't stress enough how much this show has meant to me. And honestly, I don't even think I'm fully ready to say goodbye to Arrow. But I don't see this as a goodbye. It's more of a see you later.